All right, hello, you beautiful, purposeful souls. Yes. So this is the spur of the moment type deal here. You're also going to see me take some sips of my matcha latte. It's actually Chaco matcha latte with oat milk hot and then some honey. So, and just in case we might dive a little bit more deep in with me. So I do say that I'm plant-based and also vegan as well, though I know there's some conversations when it comes to honey. So I've switched more of myself saying like plant-based because technically honey is not considered vegan. Yes. Okay. Let's get to this. So I'm here to share with you that you guys are absolutely inspirational, purposeful beings. Period. And how powerful you are. One, we're all energy, scientifically proven. And how, oh, by the way, I have my fur daughter here to the side named Shia LaBeouf. She's a Capricorn. She has the slip lead on. She has the little, the little knob here. There you go. Or not, but like little piece there that was in front of her nose. And she gave me kisses by saying thank you of taking that off for the time being. I typically only put it on her whenever we're going out in public because it really helps her walk with me and not pull. And you know, the genetically, as you guys know, Siberian Huskies, they're meant to pull sled. So it's really, really beneficial for me with my fitness. Now she's peacefully laying. Now back to you. Everything that you have done is meant to exist here on this earth. An existence, period. Because it creates ripple effects of how we can continue to create the universe, this earth, every information that we have for knowledge of our energetic emitting into a contribution of what we are establishing here as being here. We are infinite. We are meant to be here for a very, 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 very long time. And to allow ourselves to digest that and really acknowledge that shows how greatly powerful we actually are. Now, we're really here to live in harmony with contrast. Contrast is very important because it allows our soul to grow. It allows evolution to expand. That's why there's always something to do, because if we're here forever, we might as well do something that holds our interest and fun and excitement. And it's really about us diving deep of understanding, more just accepting and receiving what that's like of, okay, well, what does this contrast mean? Now, you can choose your contrast. That's why we're energy. We attract like to attract like. And some people are like, well, I'm going to attract what I experience. Or like, how could I attract what I experience? Because I didn't want to experience that. You attract it. You attract it. So it's just about us being conscious of what we're attracting. That's the thing. And we're seeing that because we are magnets. So we do attract things to us. And it's very important for us to have a conscious space of what we're attracting rather than a subconscious space of what we're attracting. Because the mind, it doesn't know the difference of what you are attracting, of what you are desiring, what you are wanting to actually experience in your life, and what you don't want to experience in your life. Now, you may also hear me say subtract once, because I do my best to say specific words because words are power. That's why spelling is called literally like affirmations, right? Spelling is a source of a contribution of the collectiveness of affirmations, of what you say. It means something. It has power. Names, our names that we were given at birth, they have meaning. We can change them anytime that we want, which some of us have, and that gives us that meaning to that. And the reason why I'm saying this is because everything is connected back to energy, and it has some sort of meaning. So you got to ask yourself, what is it that I'm really enjoying to experience of the energy that I'm emitting? What does that look like? You got to ask yourself what you actually are desiring to experience. You got to ask yourself that, because some of us, sometimes we just don't ask ourselves that enough. We just generally don't. And sometimes, like, you know, well, actually, the majority of the time, not really taught that. And that's not intentional, like from our parents or, you know, our loved ones and things such as that, but it's more of like, more of just like not, it's just not knowing that we can do that. Like we can literally create our own reality. And that's what everyone, that's what we always hear. That's what everyone's like, yes, I enjoy, yes, I want to create my own reality. I'm just going to use one right now. I want to create my own reality. I want to create my own reality. And it's all about intention, putting in action, and allowing it to come. If things here, some things, when we have less resistance, it can happen instantly. Other times, it takes a moment because it's allowing all of the universal compartments and all the pieces, the chess pieces to come together for that manifestation to come into your reality for you to experience. If we're part of the universe, and we have a mind, and the way we think logically, analytically, emotionally, I mean, the universe is also alive, just like we are. It also has a mind. It also has that emotion, energy, emotion. It is energy. So it has emotion. It's a living source. It's incredibly intelligent. It's been here longer than we've been in these bodies. So it knows what it's doing. And that's why we also hear, you know, ask what you're wanting, ask what you are desiring to experience into the universe. Just ask, and it'll come to you. May not in the way you want or you expect, but it will happen. And the true point of that is belief. Belief is extremely important because if you don't consciously and subconsciously believe that something is going to come to you, it won't. And guess what? That's a belief. Hey. Play. Thank you. That's a belief. That's how powerful we are. That's how simple it is. So I encourage you to be yourself today. And some of you are asking, well, what is that like? Because I was told to be someone else. You know, just to get like the job or the partner or the friends or how to vibe with the family. Thank you. And all of that sort. I'm also integrating my dog life coaching into Shia being here, which is absolutely perfect. Because this is real life stuff. This actually happens. So for all you pet parents out there, it can be done. Patience, consistency. Shia likes to use more so whenever I'm in a conversation with somebody or doing something like this, because my energy rises because they are connected to our endocrine system scientifically, and they do speak energy first. She uses that opportunity, just like childhood, to try to, we're at a gelato place, to try to get all of the leftovers of maybe some gelato spills that might be here that she wants to clean up after. So this is a perfect training session for her, and then also for me, while doing what I love, which is sharing this information with you guys. Okay, I gotta take another sip here. I love this matcha. Chocolate matcha. Use the nails, I know. My profession. Doesn't really allow my nail polish to stay on for quite so long. But that doesn't mean that I don't enjoy getting them done. I actually did use myself. If I applied like another clear double coat on, it would have lasted a little bit longer. But I didn't have one on hand or could find one, so I just made do and had my nails look the way I like them to look for that time being. So back to you asking, like, what is it that, how can you be yourself? It's really nice and really, really great if you just sit with yourself like this. Sit with yourself in a very quiet room if you can. And if you have kids, go to the bathroom. It's okay. They'll be all right for like 2 minutes. And just ask yourself a question. Who am I? And there's at least one answer that's going to come back to you. But it usually comes in the duration of those 2 minutes. Sometimes very instantly. But you do have to be quiet enough for you to receive that. Because our inner being, our higher self, or subconscious, it knows exactly the answer of the question that we're asking. And all we're doing is pulling it from the storage up into the frontal lobe here. Consciously be living. Consciously be living. It's like those moments where you have, oh my gosh, like the spur of moment. It's like, wow, you know, I really felt like myself in that moment. That's you. That was the subconscious play when you allowed no resistance. It was just resistance free. And you allowed your true self to come forth. Those are those moments that you're your pure self. And that's the routine to continue to practice, is knowing what that feels like and acknowledging that, to bring it into the conscious space for you to continue to live that as that source being, as that inner being, as that energetic being that you are. Sit in that quiet room, ask yourself that question. You have an answer or two at times that'll come within that 2-minute time frame. And do that every single day. And you do have 2 minutes to spare. Do not, I am suggesting, and I'm also respectingly and lovingly telling you, do not tell yourself you don't have time. This is how powerful the mind is, how psychology is. When we say that we do or don't, the mind will create evidence to do or don't. So when we say, I don't have time, the mind will specifically create tasks and experiences where it doesn't have time to do the thing it is asking you to do. Because in the subconscious mind, it's a survival technique. It's only doing what it's been told. So if you say, I do have enough time to have a 2-minute moment to myself to ask me, who am I? So I can have that empowerment for myself to thrive throughout my day. And watch, you're going to create 2 minutes or even more for that time for yourself. You'd be like, wow, I didn't even realize that. I didn't realize that I would have time today, because you created it. You created that time for yourself today. And that's the most purest thing that you can do for yourself, is create what you are asking to experience, even if something as simple as time. The more that you continue to acknowledge yourself and how powerful you are, the more you'll actually do what you dreamed of. Dreams die when we disempower ourselves, or when we allow others to disempower us. And that's not fair for us people. And we don't have to accept that either. We don't have to accept somebody disempowering or us disempowering ourselves. It's not to say beat yourself over it if you've been doing it, because we've all done it. But it's to acknowledge it. Love yourself, that you only knew what you knew then. But now that you know something powerful as of now, do something about it. Change it. Be the change you wish to see in the world. That's what that means. You've got to change first before you can actually see the change you are asking to see in the world. Because if you don't, who knows to also do it as well? stuff. These wonderful, fantastic, amazing souls. I'm just gonna leave you with this thing. Have a really powerful day because you deserve it. You deserve all the experiences that you dream of. And put it into goals. Short-term and consistent-term goals. Because those consistent-term goals are technically long life goals. And long life goals are lifestyle goals. So what are lifestyle goals that you are asking to experience while you're alive here on this earth? It's very important to your existence. How you choose to live, you affect yourself and everyone else around you. Someone that you meet at a tea shop, a clothing store, as you're driving, even honks give off a specific type of energy. It's given off communication. Communication is a source of energy. You can tell by someone honking the car where their energy is at. Oh, okay, that was a little light. They were just politely letting me know. Versus like horn being flared. Okay, they're a bit upset. Okay. And ask yourself, how do you better want to be? How do you best enjoy communicating with yourself and others? You're the string. You're the strand of existence upon existence upon existence upon existence. Ask yourself, how would you really see yourself experiencing if you had to live here for the rest of eternity, for the rest of existence? What would that look like to you? Whatever that is, be it. All right. Chat with you guys later.